Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come, out of turn 4, to the white flag, and it's 1 to go.
I got it now. Okay.
All right, welcome back, sim racing fans. I think I caught the gremlin and booted his butt out of here. I'm Harold Arnold, Want to Go Studios, and I got Ken with me. We did have Andy.
Andy's walked away.
We moved to the Granite State, right? New Hampshire.
New Hampshire, yeah.
And to Loudon, which is a flat track for the second week of the playoffs here for Split Decision Triple Threat. And the event is sponsored tonight by Elswick eSports presents the Magic Mile 90 here at Loudon, New Hampshire. 90 minutes of racing here, 3 different cars. If you have not seen us here with the Triple Threat previously,
be nice if a few more cars showed up.
Well,
hey, maybe because we're in the Granite State, gremlins don't like that.
Possibly.
Yeah. But Keith Fonseca is here tonight.
Okay. So Ken or CJ and Andy was talking to us, so he may be having an issue loading in to iRacing. So I'm going to put out a public service address, a PSA message from One to Go Studios. If you are looking at going into Windows 11 and you do any kind of gaming that requires you, or even doing anything that requires you to be in one program while watching another program, an application, Windows 11 will put that second one, or the one you're not in focus on, into a sleep mode to make it crawl at like 5 FPS. If you want to know what it looked like, just go to last week's thing and see when the iRacing decided to like go into slow motion. That's what happens. So,
it was terrible.
So don't do that. Because what you'll have to do is actually reinstall Windows 10 and then try to find everything again, which is what I've been doing this whole week.
Okay, so I get to do the. This message has been brought to you by, once again, One to Go Studios. Do not get Windows 11.
If you value, like I was telling Jim earlier, Jim Moody, and I was like, it's as bad. Like, say you're watching Netflix and you're typing in Word, it'll do exactly the same thing. Because as soon as that comes out of focus, it would put it in like a sleep mode.
Hey, Harold, there's somebody named Sonia Fonseca. Do we know a Sonia Fonseca? Like,
she might be related to that other guy.
It might be.
The 16 car.
I haven't seen her in a while. I didn't know if we knew her already or not. But hi, Sonia.
He's in the pits apparently. So
who's in the pits?
The 16 car, yeah.
He's just probably waxing the car up, getting it ready.
He's what does that say on there? Look at it. It's one of here's the Washington,
Virginia.
So you got the Big Berg, and then you got the Washington Nationals on there, and green. What is the green? Let's see if I can find that and maybe get in there a little bit more. Maybe give him some more exposure on what the heck that thing says there. Stop the stigma. So that's mental health awareness, I believe, on the back of that, and the Big Berg 16 of Fonseca. So now I got the notification from Stream Elements that we're on all 3, Ken. Took a while.
Oh, good. Yes, there it is. I see it now. Yes, you're definitely on all 3.
Wow. It just took a little while. And there's a Strawberry Kid. Well,
where'd he go? Where?
He's in YouTube. He's a YouTube guy.
That's because I lost the chat for that one. Hold on.
So Strawberry Kid checking in,
Yep.
It said, other than the fact of me trying to reinstall Windows 10 on this machine. Now, remember, I just turned 52 years old, so none of this stuff is like new stuff to me. You know, like I'm old and I'm starting to realize that computers are moving faster than I am.
I wasn't sure where you were going to go with that since I'm 52 as well. Wasn't sure where you were going to throw us under the bus on that one, but you came out of it okay, I guess. So,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, they always remember when I was dealing with my parents with the computers. They're like, I have no idea how this works, and I feel like that nowadays.
I would just like to point out that a frosty grape soda in a glass bottle out of a cold fridge is phenomenal.
And so it looks like Andy's trying to get into iRacing and not having any luck. That's what I'm seeing.
See that?
So that's gonna be why we're not hearing him in here just yet.
Sonia's going to lose her mind in one more month.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome
Sonia.
to the 52 Club.
Yep.
So looking like 3 drivers. While we got that going on, we could pull up the standings as it is right now. There we got Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson leading the way for the Cup Series. Who saw that coming? Dylan Clark's
shocking.
actually in a different car number tonight. Normally in the 34, he is doing a tribute race. He's in the 43, so we'll talk to him hopefully tonight. Luke Smith, Josh Susi, Thomas Byers, Bo Ross there, Jeff Ramsdale, Michael Gitchell, and Andy Turner. Looks like most of those guys are here except for Andy, and I don't think Bo's here either. Bo's having...
Bo's there.
Is it? Oh, yeah, there he is. Well, yeah, I'm looking at him right on the screen. I can't see.
It's okay.
There's something like in the way, so I can't see it.
Yeah,
but
big things.
Yeah, so there's Bo Ross. There's a 43 as well down there, but I got that thing in the way, so y'all can't see him. But so Bo Ross was having some. I believe his father has been having some issues, so we'll have to keep praying for him. So anyway, she said her mind's already gone. So.
ESPN and everything else, we can pray because we don't give a crud what anybody says.
True.
So, all right, let's get to the giant loaded Xfinity series, which only has 3 people currently on the track.
And there you go.
And the leading guy isn't even here.
Oh, he's got a big cushion. 29 points.
Slightly.
Corey Herrick's not here either.
No.
Josh McKinney is, so he can make a big jump tonight. Matthew Kopp is here.
Yep.
And Nathan Manwaring. So those 3.
Number 3, 4, and 5 can make a big jump tonight. That's right.
And then you got John Peterson, Patrick Anderson, and John Humphreys. And then finally we got the Truck Series DJ Trout. So we know he's
had a
here.
good week last week.
And Mr. Turkle, Kevin Gary, then Chris Finnegan, Pork Chop, Kevin Garoni, Richard Crane, Ethan Michaels, and Doug Wasaki. That's the group there. So
that is fantabulous.
Fantabulous. That's right.
The trucks have been very interesting, so we'll see what happens. Now, last week they got spread out because of the length of the track, but this week it'll be a much better competitive thing, I think.
Yeah. So look like on the racetrack we got Susie leading with the best lap with Mr. Dylan Clark at the 43 right behind him. Then we have trucks because remember, being a short track, it seems like the trucks have the advantage with the lower horsepower package.
Yep, they do. So they don't have to. And by the way, you have a dot, Harold, right in the middle. Your pointer dot is right in the middle of the screen.
That better?
Yeah, it's gone.
It gone now?
Good.
That better for you?
Nobody else probably noticed
Whee!
it. Hey, Katie's back from working out and Starbucks, and you know what I don't have in my hand, but she has in hers, is a pink drink.
A pinkety drinkety drink. She forgot you. Mm-hmm.
That's messed up. I got one last night, but tonight I don't get one. So wow. And I took her out, got her a new bank account that actually works this time. And do I still get a drink? Nope. And I let her drive the car now, like whatever.
All right, we got Kevin Gagari out first.
I don't want to sip. Oh, we're qualifying now.
Yeah.
Well, Sonia and Kathy Joe are both on. If you wanted to say hello, because Sonia's been gone like on mental vacation or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So say hi.
Hi, everyone.
There you go. Katie says hello. Sonia has pink lemonade. I've got grape soda. You've got a pink drink, and Harold's probably got
water.
Diet. Oh, water. Ooh.
Water.
And Andy's lost in space, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Breakfast Club is talking. I gotta answer that, so if you don't hear me. The Breakfast Club is meeting at Mary's Kitchen tomorrow. That's right, Mary's Kitchen. Wonderful place for breakfast. Ooh, excuse you. That's what happens when you get two. Sir Kremet, fastest lap.
Yep, up to the top there, and then Kevin gets up to the top. So we'll be battling back and forth amongst them. We got Mr. Fonseca out there now. Let's see if we can get with him real quick. DJ Trout to the top. So all four trucks to the top there. It's the Care Bears.
Sonia, could you tell Keith that there's a track that he's got it now. He found it. He found it again. It's okay. I don't remember that helmet.
It's another Care Bear helmet.
Well, I didn't doubt that. I like the green neon visor. Augie's back. All right. Hey, Augie. And that dude done what he said, computer shut down. So
computer shut down.
Computer shut down.
Shut off. It said nope.
Well, turn it back on, Andy.
Not gonna play. Not gonna play. Wouldn't be prudent.
Not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. 1,000 points of light.
So Fonseca in the third for the Cups right now. Josh McKinney got an Xfinity driver out there. Sliding that thing, man.
What's a good looking car? At least the front of it is.
Look at that.
Look at that. Do it, boy.
That's a little bit too much.
That'd have been sweet if he could have held that. If he'd have held that all the way around, that'd have been sweet.
Ooh, that's
I think
not
there
cool.
was a squirrel that ran out.
So Andy saying that his screens went now good. That's not good considering in 8 days it looks like our team will be attempting the 24 hours of Daytona.
Yeah, that's confidence building right there.
Yeah, it's like
it's your turn to drive, Andy. Andy, your drive.
Andy, there's a wall there.
Yep. There's a curve. Nate Manwaring.
Yeah, puts us up
first
there
in his
class.
Yep.
Bo Ross coming out.
He's got an event coming up. He sent me a thing.
Andy. There was a reason.
Funny.
Well, there's a reason it happened on mine. I was trying to broadcast.
There's a reason. There was a breeze, and then your finger slipped from the butter on the popcorn.
It was weird. I found out what it was afterwards, but man, it was not good. He's right. So I take off. I qualified a thing about mid-pack, and we go to get going, and it didn't go. And we still took third. I don't think that's too bad.
Out of 3 teams, yeah.
A lot more than 3 teams.
Butt. Yeah.
Andy, how many teams was it? Like 40 something, I thought, and it took third. So.
Oh, Dylan's driving the Rolex 24. It says
It's next weekend. So
that's
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's the. So he'll be doing the Irish. Who is he working with? Their Strawberry Kid. Let's say Dylan's about in my same category, I think. Yeah, at least in this he is. Wonder what if his open is any different. 3 of 27. See, we didn't do too bad.
Oh, that was great. I mean, 20 of the teams were blind drivers, but I mean, you guys. Other than that, it's great. I'm proud of you guys.
Man, and I won at Watkins Glen, so that's when you want to hear it.
There was a team from the school of the deaf and the blind, but we beat them. We took them down, and those nuns had no chance. We beat the nuns too.
I was going to be racing with Josh Susi in the group. Okay.
Okay, 2 grape sodas down. If you start hearing me burping, I can't help myself. It's all fizzy inside now. Oh, your wife gave me Pop Rocks today, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I forgot how cool.
Hey, whoa! Adam won as a at Watkins Glen. I was a passenger. I turned more laps than Andy and Adam did. So he was my teammate.
No, Andy, I think you're probably right. Harold's just trying to.
When we took the checkered flag, I was on the pit box. Okay.
Yeah. No. Sure. Yeah. All right. So
I'll remember telling Adam, like, dude, seriously, slow down. We're like a lap ahead. like, quit trying to kill it.
All right. I have to get a stack of pancakes tomorrow for my wife. So.
All right. So about 3.5 left in qualification, and then we'll get started on playoff race number 2. We've got a few. Clark and Ramsdale.
Yeah. Tiny Horse hasn't horsed up yet.
Okay, Dylan Clark and Tiny Horse are on the racetrack now.
See, all I had to do is peek it, and it happened. So there's the Not Wheaties.
Not Wheaties.
The Not Wheaties mobile of Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson.
And here's Dylan Clark in his.
This thing looks like it has eyes. That is sweet. That's the Hoonigan. That's awesome. Shout out to that, Mr. Ken Block. If you've never seen any videos with Ken Block, either you're living under a rock or you just don't know. But that dude was amazing. It's a shame. That's a big loss. Big loss.
Oh, into the wall there. Will it count that lap? 35.92, and Will puts him in 4th. Is he going to be okay with that, or is he going to go one more time around here?
Well, 4th overall, but 1st in his class.
Yep.
That'd be cool if inside there you had the handbrake like Ken Block had. The real giant handbrake.
Second lap, a 3.540, which is going to put him into the 3rd overall and the top of the Cup Series. We got Mr. Josh out there now. See what Superman's got. It looks like Andy's trying to get in now.
And what does he lay down?
A 35.39 puts him on the top of the Cup Series.
How about that? I don't think he can get 0.2 faster. Now, this is the kind of track, though, where even though the trucks can go faster when it comes to pitting, they're going to pit earlier. And 437, he almost did, didn't he? So eventually, the Cup cars will rise again, but I don't know. I think a truck wins overall tonight. What do you think, Harold?
Possibility. So we have 19. We have more people watching than racing. I knew that.
Not that we could ever say that very often, but there you have it.
So there's our pole sitters: DJ Trout, Josh, and Nathan Manwaring, and actually in the right order too, from left to right.
That's good.
And we're gonna put them onto the grid.
Look at that grid fill up, Harold. Wow. Wow. Gaps, holes, cars missing.
All right, so inside row 1 will be Josh Susie. Dylan Clark on the outside. Inside of 2 will be Gitch and Mr. Kremet on the outside of 2. Inside 3's Keith Fonseca. Outside him, Bo Ross. Then Jeff Ramsdale will be the back of the Cup Series. And we've got... I don't even see him on here. Yeah. No, Tiny Horse is actually behind Garoni, or it would have been. Right. He's third actually. He's in the inside row 2, and then Gitchell on the outside. There you go. Yeah, yep. And then see you got Manwaring and Cop, and then the trucks: DJ Trout, Kevin Gregory, Kevin Garoni, and Crane, Finnegan, and Turkle. They're messing me up with this whole flip floppity. So Fenoy's on now.
Wait, hold on. You have struggled with the names forever. So
it's not the name. It's not the names that it's the flip floppityness. That's the because according to iRacing, DJ Trout should be on the top.
By the way, Strawberry Kid raises a wonderful, wonderful question, which is, where are all the racers? There used to be like 35 or 40. Yes, I do recall those days. Weren't they magnificent when we had all those cars out there and had a lot to talk about? Well, some people got their panties in a bunch, and they're not out there anymore.
Wow. All right.
That was just me. That's just me. I like to call races where lots of cars are out there, but these guys are good, so I'm going to have fun with these guys.
All right, so 90 minutes of racing as we go back into green flag editions with Josh on the inside. Clark outside. Ryan Tiny Horse just sends that through that inside there and puts Dylan Clark on the outside of the 97 and Gitchell in pursuit.
Now, I'm interested to see how quickly Gary and those guys in the trucks can get up there. They should be able to pick right through them, right?
We'll see.
That was not a very confident we'll see, Harold.
So CJ is doing some, Kathy Joe's doing some shopping before she goes to bed while she's watching. So
wow.
So, yep, in a line, 1 through 8 is the Cup Series, followed by the trucks, and then the X cars in the back. Yep, that was Dylan Clark. Yeah, up into the wall he went there.
That was not good. It was snapped on him, it looked like. It's okay, Kathy Joe. I'll let her know you at least checked in.
Well, these cars are going to they're going to want to snap happy coming off the corner, because that's what they're trying to get the speed back on. You got a diamond out the corner, come back in, and then all the way back up to the wall you go. And sometimes, like Dover, you get it there too early and the ball will catch you. Reach out and grab you.
Yeah, that was a pretty hard snap.
So Johnson and Susie in their 1-2 configuration. The last flat track we've been at, considering a shorter track would be Dover, and those two kind of caught each other towards the end of that race. So
that was fun. That was when we had a lot of cars on the track too. Mm-hmm. I remember those days again. That was that when you load Dover with 40 cars and three different series. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
As you answered there, Kevin Gagari now has broken into the Cup Series, getting in front of Bo Ross between him and Ramsdale.
Yeah, I think he should be able to get around Ramsdale and Clark fairly quickly.
Gitchell put up the fastest lap last lap, 35.15.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Yeah, about this track, like I said earlier, it's the way you have to drive this track. It's not very forgiving for these kind of cars. The cars that I like racing here more are the downforce cars, the SK Modifieds, the Dallara Indy car, the F1 series. All those here. High downforce makes this track a lot of fun. This one in the Milwaukee Mile are probably my favorites for those kind of cars, but in these things, and it's really a trick to get around the corner. Very similar to Martinsville is this track as far as that goes, of having to get that car woed up before you enter that corner.
By the way, talking about short tracks, Kathy Joe's been posting some stuff. There seems to be, Kathy Joe, are those racetracks that are around you that you post about or talk about? Because if they are, I'm making a trip up to your place. They're always posting stuff about events that are coming up or will be happening or what have you. I
think, if I'm not mistaken, that her and Mr. Fonseca, her and Keith do something with a local track, if I'm not mistaken.
Now, well, Keith and Sonia, aren't those guys near VIR?
I think so. They were saying, we're not sure that's something they'd have to answer. But, not sure when we're going to announce this, but be and I on the lookout for something towards the end of summer that the Wendigo Studios is going to put together. Maybe doing, she said, an hour away from there. Something leaning towards maybe old style local track racing of some nature. I'm a big fan of the local track. I just am. I did it for years, and a lot of people are like, "Well, it's boring to run the same racetrack over and over again." Well, I'm like, that's what most people in America, race car drivers, do. They got their local track. They show up each week, either Friday night or Saturday night, and go at it on the racetrack 30 to 40 laps for a feature.
Yep.
But the tracks do change, especially asphalt tracks, temperatures, grittiness, all that stuff. How much rubber's on it?
We have a couple here in Delaware, one down in Harrington, which I've never been to. And then there's, of course, there's a small airport speedway right across that are the midgets.
Okay. Is that a dirt track?
Yeah, it's right behind the Newcastle Airport.
Okay.
Never been there. That's one of the things Katie and I, we can hear it from our house, literally, but we've not gone over there yet. So that may be something that we do.
Well, we're still gonna have to get you up there with the go-kart tracks that we got Andy and them at, and those are kind of neat. 8-mile tracks, perfect size for that type of car that he's racing.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that as well. The other thing is Hagerstown Speedway. I used to go there and watch the modifieds, and those were fun, man. And so, I don't know. I wouldn't mind getting back to doing like a run around some of the smaller tracks and meeting some of the I know some of the guys that, they talk to us. So, that'd be fun.
So, big shout out for tracks that I've been was at Kalamazoo Motor Speedway in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And Galesburg, Michigan, at the Galesburg track there. Both of those, one was Friday. We did Galesburg on Friday, Saturday nights at Kazoo. And then every once in a while, we make it up to Grand Rapids and hit Berlin. So, I mean, love the racetrack. So, a lot of fun. South Boston. South Boston is.
South Boston, yep.
South Boston's a beautiful racetrack. I mean, I'm glad that they're still doing stuff with SK Modifieds and some other things, and they're actually on this service too. So that might be one of those racetracks. I'd love to do something. I've talked about a Mouth of the South, basically inviting all broadcasters to compete in maybe a 4-race format system. So who knows? And I'm talking about you, Mr. Bearded Sim Racer. So I'll call Ryan out. I'll take him out, man, first of all.
Wow.
And Trevor, we got Trevor from Roush Motorsports, so, Roush Performance, so we can get him out there. Now, I will caveat that is, if you are a broadcaster in your professional race car, Joey, you don't count.
No, Joe, you can count. Yes, you can. You can do it.
That's an unfair advantage.
I'm just going to put a trailer. You have to drive like a camper behind yours, but you can still drive. We'll hook him up with like a camper.
He has to race like Tiny Horse does when he wins. He goes backwards around the racetrack.
Yeah, you either have to do it in reverse or you pull a small camper with you. Joycey does have Hightstown and Flemington. That's true.
Yep. I mean, I said if anybody has some ideas of what they think, I mean, I would, the young people, and I think I talked to you about this before, Ken, the young people have no idea. They hear the term all the time from us older guys, and we talk about, hey, quit sandbagging, right?
Yep.
And they have no idea really where it came from, but it came from local track racing that used to have to invert the field based on your qualifying time. So guys would put sandbags in the trunk to slow the car down during qualifying so that they could get to the front and then take them out during the race. They would watch you by watching your times, and if you beat your qualifying time on any race lap, you would be disqualified and the black flag would come out. But that's where the term came from, and I loved local track races. So the fastest guy would have to get through the entire circuit to advance to the feature.
Strawberry Kid does mention, and I did remember that when Dylan posted it, I congratulated him. Yeah, track champs. That's pretty cool too. I mean, we got some guys that are really into it, and again, it's. Well, I mean, when you've been to a big track, the big tracks are great, but you don't get that close feeling. You don't get that just down home kind of sense. But
it's like $20 to get a pit pass for the go-kart track. You know where Andy's at, and you walk that. And I could let you know that when Kyle Busch was in Pocono for the double last year, it was last year, his son races go-karts, and they had Brexton racing at Shellhammers. So, you know, we got to watch the young man and his mom.
I don't want to meet him now. I'm mad. He left us.
He's got no loyalty.
I've got Ty now, so I'm okay. I got another villain. Ty Gibbs is another villain now, and so
so Andy's knocking on the press door.
You should have your press pass available, Andy.
Security stopped that man from getting in here.
Hey, come get Andy out of the
If he didn't bring any hot dogs, he does not allow here.
That's right.
All right, we let him in. He had a hot dog.
This isn't Martinsville. You can hot dogs.
Woo, there's a little bump and run.
Look at that move. Look at that move.
Bump and run.
He's been working on it for quite a while, and on the outside, he can't get out of the way.
And they got an Xfinity car there, too, so he's like trying to almost pitch. Oh, around goes the 38.
What happened?
Got it in there too hot.
In the marbles. Down in the marbles.
He went in there too hot. Andy, I'm sure you've seen that before.
Oh, definitely. You got down there on the flat of the racetrack, and it just went around.
Well, get down there. You can get around that track, but you better not be going that fast. You got to slow it up.
So it says Dylan is going to been invited to race a go-kart at Le Mans 24 in Le Mans, France. Does Dylan need like someone to carry his bags or be his PR guy or whatever? Because I'm available whenever that is. I can take time to go to France and help him out for that. Yeah.
And Andy, you probably know better on this one, but the 24-hour Le Mans race, doesn't that start from the drivers in the pits? Like the drivers themselves have to run out to the car, right?
No, they did away with that one, getting maimed by race cars.
Oh, okay. But that was the racetrack, right?
That's the old Le Mans style start where you run from pit road across the racetrack, jump in your car,
and then go.
Yeah, guy drank too much and hits the guy going across. Yeah.
Well, that and like drivers didn't have their seatbelt on and like crash.
Oh my god! Now that's racing.
Yeah, that's racing to racing. Wow.
Well, Josh currently has nobody in his. I mean, Kremich just hit the wall. So thanks to Ryan spinning out, Josh is having a nice run around the track. The trucks evened out, Harold. They didn't gain as much ground as I thought they would.
And they're going to have to pit sooner as well for that smaller fuel cell. He's going part as Team USA. Go Team USA.
Team USA probably needs people to carry their bags too. I'm available. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm here if someone needs something like that.
I won't be in France until the end of October.
I'm not going to ever be in another country, so, I'll just send pictures. Just tell Dylan to send pictures. That'll be fine.
But we were talking a little bit before, Dylan, I don't know, Andy, if you heard us, we were talking about kind of leaking a little information about the Wendigo Studios venture of starting a league of drivers sometime in the future. in the fall.
By the way, you should never say leaking when we're 52 years old. I'm just saying people might get the wrong idea.
Hey, man, I don't need no depends, man. I don't have that problem.
Well, you say that, but tomorrow you may, and it's I'm just saying, be wary.
Maybe. So
be wary.
You did bring it up to me, but we never went any further than that.
Well, no, I'm in discussions with a few other people, so you're one of them.
I'm not, Andy. This is a shock to me too. So
I told you about it. I told you exactly who I talked to.
Was I sleeping when you told me?
I think anytime I talk to you, you're sleeping. So
no, not always. There are times where I might be. Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, up front, nothing.
Yes.
If we can
Yes,
pop to the
Josh.
truck, can we pop to the trucks, or did we lose? Did the Gremlins take that ability? There we go.
Well, no, we're back to that. I can actually move around a little bit without it killing
Can Andy
everything.
play too? Does Andy have pictures that he can play with?
Well,
or?
I don't know. I
No.
No.
I loaded in, and
Wah,
I
wah,
couldn't
wah.
hear you guys for about 3 minutes. While
Yeah, he's like, no, do it.
it went frozen. Oh no!
Wow.
And that's exactly what happened to me in last year's 24-hour, by the way.
I know.
The green
That's why
flag
I brought
came
it
out, and
up.
I'm like, oh, no!
I don't know. So, little background. I got triple Christmas.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
That's what you sound like right now.
I'm sure.
Well, all I can tell you is look at your video file, and if you have too many videos saved, possibly, because that's one thing that I found. That's what the culprit was when I had my issue, was there was too much memory being utilized by video files in my iRacing doc folder.
So Josh
Might
McKinney
be.
is not having fun out there right now.
No, he's getting run over.
April's here.
And there's Nathan. He's in Martin Truex.
Yeah. Well,
Noah Gregson.
No, that's
Noah
Gregson.
Gregson.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like
See-
it's the same colors as Truex's car, isn't
It's
it?
a Bass Pro
No.
car. They're all the same color.
Yeah.
They're all the same color, but Truex has more darkness than that. Gregson's always the gray is what demonstrates. And then what's his name? Dylan runs one as well. Now Dylan and I don't understand why 3 different teams get bass drops. Like, let's have a little bit of
Consistency, like
Yeah,
Red Bull, whatever, right?
I mean, Red Bull there for the longest, but see, Red Bull sponsors my F1 team, so I guess I don't care. Yeah,
But
whoever you want.
all of them are Red Bull, though, and nobody else.
Yeah. I mean, there's
But they have different, a little bit different schemes between the cars and the team. Slight differences, I think.
so not in team. So in Team Red Bull, both their cars look the same. They're almost identical, unless there's like another sub-sponsor.
All the F1 cars.
AlphaTauri, same thing. They're both white with Red Bull, giant Red Bulls, blue bulls on the back. But they're all part of the big umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
I love it when they go to the bull ring with the giant Red Bull statue, and they're driving up around that just makes me happy. So love me some Formula One. I'd like to go to COTA for Formula One. I'm tell you what, I would love to see F1 at COTA.
There's a roller coaster there that I want to do.
Oh man, I would stand up in that tower all day long and just watch. I mean, it looks awesome.
So here's our best fight on the track between Turkle and DJ Trout.
And that's for the lead.
Yep. For this
Finnegan's right there
season.
behind them.
Yeah, he's not far off.
Trucks have been one heck of a racer. So, hey, there's the Elswick eSports there.
Oh, I do love you. Why?
Did I
didn't
spell it wrong?
No. See,
Did I
Cal,
do
don't
it?
blame me. You
Did I
know
do-
who does it.
I did
am
it.
merely the sexy voice that everyone listens to.
I messed it up. How did I
You
mess
did.
it? I did
I
really.
don't-
How did I
yeah.
mess it up?
Why don't you look at it? Go ahead, Caleb. Get on him. See,
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Elswick. See, yeah.
No, but I did it right there. It says Elswick.
Okay, well, that he didn't see that. We saw the other one.
Oh, so it's actually incorrect on the streams, is what you're trying to tell me?
Well, I guess. I'm not telling you anything. He's telling you. And Caleb, I cannot believe that you would think that I would spell it wrong. Not me, not Cushy. Cushy loves you, man. See, Harold, you're just getting me in trouble on purpose now.
Uh-huh. Oh, yep. I am so sorry. I did not see that. All the problems I've been having, I guess I'm happy with it being one small problem.
I'll flick that.
He says he still hates him.
All right, I've updated it, so.
Oh, man.
I don't know how long it'll take to fix it.
I couldn't keep him in line if I had him duct taped to his chair. He'd still find a way to get just out of control. So.
Yep. So Turkle's starting to push away now from DJ Trout.
That's still going to be close. That's something that,
Look
those
at him
guys
coming on the back of Ramsdale. Woo!
Yep.
But it should be fixed now. I did go back and change it. So you missed the public service address that I just put out earlier, so...
Can you block the fun in the Find Your Love City thing over here in YouTube? Come on, people. Get a grip.
Yep. Yeah, it's blocked.
Let's see that nonsense.
All right. So, but yeah. So it's been an interesting day. So if you are an iRacer and you're trying to do broadcast or you're trying to do anything like Word and watch Netflix, whatever that you want to do, stuff like that, do not go into Windows 11. Windows 11 will basically put your secondary screen or whatever, like Netflix or whatever, into a sleepy mode or like only 5 frames per second, and that's what we had an issue with last week. It was awful fun. That's why I kept telling you, Ken, that if I clicked outside of iRacing, it would go nuts, and it sure did. And that was what it was.
This was brought to you by One to Go Studios. Do not use, if you want things to function, Windows 11. That is all.
Stay away.
That's awesome. I got to do it twice tonight, Harold. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Yep. And so, Andy, make sure our entire team stays off of 11.
Yeah, so you're not driving down into the corner in a Lamborghini and suddenly the corners, you're into the 15th row.
Yep.
All right, what are you guys driving? Have you decided?
What's that?
It crap. It's a crap.
Really?
It's either so they bopped all the cars last.
You don't know what bop is.
Okay, they nerfed all the cars last Monday.
Balance of power.
Luckily,
right.
I had COVID.
So he had time to practice them all.
I got to my computer.
I see. So
I started with a generic setup.
Okay.
For all 3 cars that I was considering, ran and you can totally feel the differences in them compared to Sunday night, Monday night.
Mm-hmm.
All 3 cars are very identical.
Well, that's what the bop's supposed to do.
Right, and I agree. The BMW is much faster straight away than it was. It will not get pulled by a Lamb.
But But how do they feel? Like, can you tell a difference between the BMW and the Lamborghini at all?
100%.
The Lamborghini,
100%.
Lamborghini likes the corner better.
Okay. The Lamborghini will squat and dig out of the corner because the engine's in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Whereas that BMW will almost free slide like one cup cars almost.
But it can get up and go when it gets on.
And you're on GT3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
GTD technically, but yeah.
Wow, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This week it's GTD. Next week
it'll go back to GT3 after Daytona. Yeah.
I mean, I always liked. I think the Lamborghini is a good looking car too, but
it is.
They don't have that. They don't have that ability to when you guys hit the big track. I mean, they just can't.
Yeah, they have no straightaway speed.
Yeah. The Lamborghini is the fastest car in the straightaway.
Is it?
At 173 miles an hour.
Huh.
But it takes long to get there, doesn't it?
No.
I thought the BMW had the straightaway power.
I thought the BMW could haul.
Not this recent. Not this year. Not this year.
So
we saw it.
The other choice. So you have the Lamborghini, you have the BMW, and then what's the other one?
The new Porsche.
Yeah, the new Porsche.
The 992 3 Cup car.
Oh, you're
Which-
making me
So I call Owen Trinkler, man. Have him help us out.
I'm percolating. I love
Which again is right around floating around right about that same 170 on it.
Yeah.
8 miles an hour.
With Owen, he
And
might be able to hook us up with the actual setup. Hey Owen, if you're listening.
Now knowing everybody that we have already has the BMW.
Yeah.
Probably what we're gonna run.
Well, we're familiar with it. We know it's
I have produced our new paints 20 for all 3 cars. Just
all right.
Sweet.
got Ken Block inspiration.
All right, so 106 to go here. You see Josh putting another lap down on Mr. McKinney there.
So they're all at 45. I'm surprised. I don't know how many they can run, but
30
they're all at
second
45
laps.
now.
This is a slow track. 1 mile.
I'm saying, how far do you think they can run on fuel and stuff like that?
So depending on what the setup is set
It
at,
was like 80% fuel.
80% fuel, I would guess probably close to 60, 70 laps. Right around 65 laps. That's what we ran in the MLR Cups that I ran in. That our buddy ended up winning. Beat me, actually. Sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tiny Horse is making his way back up. He's on the bumper of Cremant right now. So the spin out, you see him coming in.
Yeah,
coming to view.
Step on his Tiny Horse, didn't he?
Well, yeah, I would assume so, because the way it kicked him around, it looked like it bucked him off. So.
The tendency of this track is to want to overdrive it. You have to let the car corner. And you so much got to wait on it.
Augie wants a Countach. I love the Lamborghini Countach. The 25th anniversary was a beautiful version of the Countach. But man, you couldn't see out the window in the rear. It was just this little mirror-like window.
Have you ever seen how you're supposed to back those up?
Yeah, you got to put the door up and lean out. Like
Right.
Literally sit on the side.
You sit on the door sill and look over your shoulder.
What? Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't.
The owner's manual. That's what the owner's manual tells you to do is flip the door open and sit on the door sill over your left shoulder.
Because you can't see through the itty bitty rear view window.
The window, you can. I mean, you see engine.
It's a mail slot.
Yeah, it's a mail slot. Exactly right.
They need one of those. They needed one of those 9-inch monitors that the BMW has.
Oh my God, that thing is gorgeous.
Now, see, that's something cool. Like, now that if you had a Countach, you could do that. Literally, you could put like a backup camera on there now. And
put an iPad.
Life would be grabbing an iPad. But man, oh man, when those things came out, literally, you'd see people with doors up and people riding on the red, and you're like, what are they doing? Oh, they're just backing in. That's all. I'd be afraid. I was thinking about that, Andy.
Flipping the clutch.
Well, not only that, but what if you accidentally took that door off? Oh my gosh. Can you imagine what that would cost?
Trying to back it into a garage and take the door off.
Man.
Well, they do open normally. It's not as cool.
Well, yeah, Ray would probably kick my butt all over the place, CJ. He's only got like a 7,000 I rating.
Wait a minute, is Kathy Joe saying that we're not amazing broadcasters? That Ray is that what she's? Am I hurt by that? Should I be hurt? I mean,
go home.
No.
Should we shut
Can I
this
go
off?
home? You know what? I should turn it all off. I
did that once already today.
That's right.
It still isn't working right. I can even open iRace, watch it off of.
Well, you're still clicking in and out like voice-wise too, so
Yep.
I'm sure I'm having all kinds of problems.
it's okay. I mean, for the most part, we hear you fine.
Well, I think I did, Kathy, I believe it was a North-South Racing League race that I called with Ray a while ago, like a year and a half ago. It was a while ago. He came into Discord, chatted me. He's like, "Hey, do you mind if I join you?" And I'm like, "I don't care. Come on."
Somebody, CT Gamer says I haven't heard Harold in ages.
That's Cody.
Huh.
One of our Colby. Now Gonzo.
Yeah, he's ragging on you for not practicing.
Whatever.
You haven't been any team practice.
You know.
Don't give me excuses. Come on, go ahead. Give me excuses. Listen, the president flies in and out through his airspace, okay? Harold's busy, all right? Like, we had the chicken flying in today.
Yep.
Ospreys. By the way, I saw Marine One land. Well, it might have been 2. It might have been 3. Anyways, one of them landing. They landed into Newcastle. So did they drop him at the house and then land in Newcastle? Come on, Harold, tell me some stuff. What happened? What happened?
They fly to his house and then they go back to Newcastle.
Unbelievable. So I did catch one of them fly.
And it wouldn't be Marine One unless he's in it.
I know that, but I just say it. I say, gosh,
it's 2, 4, and 7. Come on.
It does.
It's one of the helicopters.
It does have his It does have its own call sign, but yeah, when he's in it, it's Marine One.
Yeah. But the Ospreys land first, and then that one lands. Then the United States helicopter lands after that. It's like
there's not just one. There's several. There's decoys.
There's 3.
And
they
there's
have to have 3 when they fly, right? They fly in a formation of 3 so that no one knows which one to pick off. If I'm somebody, I'm just gonna send as many jets as I can and get them all at once. Just take them all out. Take them all out.
Yep.
Anyway,
that's why he doesn't probably fly with those.
By the way, why would you fly home if someone's raiding your garage right now? Like, I would stay away. Like, I'd been in Florida or something.
No.
I would not fly home.
He's not a conservative. They didn't raid his. They just went, oh, you go. Can you do us a favor and check the rest of your house, see if you find any more? I'm like,
no, I'm just, wow. I mean, he's probably got this giant shredder truck sitting out in front.
Should we be talking about this right now?
I should be up at his house. I should have checked up when I knew he was coming home.
Guys, there's a black Escalade outside. There's a black Escalade outside. What's going on?
And these guys with sunglasses coming out? Yeah, whatever.
I don't care.
Security will handle them.
We live in the same state the schmuck lives in. I mean, we can go literally to his door and knock on it if I want.
You do. We don't.
You're all
3 of us in the
enough.
tri-state area. But,
We're in the tri-state area. Exactly right. You aren't that far away, Andy.
Anyway.
Trust me, I know.
And Delaware's not that big, so.
It isn't. 173 miles long, I think.
Oh, no, he's at Elswick. He comes up with, as the sponsor, I don't know if I endorsed this.
In other news, Travis Pastrana for the 500.
Yeah. What?
Travis Pastrana just signed up for the Daytona 500.
Oh,
Did
cool.
he? Sweet.
In a 23XI.
Oh, that makes sense. 2311. That would make sense.
Ford, no. I thought he worked for Ford.
He's a Subaru guy.
He's a Subaru guy. Okay. So he can do whatever he wants.
I'm sorry. Yeah. That's why Roush says they have issues with him. Okay.
Yep.
Because he has to drive a Ford and he's got a contract with Toyota. So, okay. Or Subaru, sorry.
So he has a Subaru, but
hey Pat.
Patrick is on.
Because we had him on one of the events he was in with us in the Roush system. And we start to see people pitting now. The Rams,
and we are
Gary.
At 60, so.
Manwaring and Cop coming in.
Matt, I've been pulled over by the cop.
Mm-hmm. So about 3 minutes left in this segment, and then we'll get a stage break and moving on. So far, like I said, I think we've fixed most of the gremlins. Now it's just me having to try to do some other stuff. Practicing the 24-hour. Everybody's practicing the 24-hour.
Looks like Trout and Urkel are fighting again.
Like a week in a day.
Yep.
Makes sense. We could use another driver. We definitely need a cush to spot.
Need a person to spot, you mean?
No, we need a cush to spot.
Need a cush to spot. I'd spot you guys perfectly. I don't know about Harold. Harold, that looks like there's something in the middle of the road. Turn left. Turn left, Harold.
That kind of spot. We need a car coming from behind.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because those LMPs,
so that we don't
man,
kick the baby.
Yeah, the LMPs
they're hard to follow, aren't they?
No, it's when they're passing you.
Yeah, when they come up on you, that's the issue.
Remember, there's 2 of them.
Well, there's the LMP, and then there's what
The BMW V8 hybrid.
Patrick says he's doing 24-hour practice right now.
Yep.
Oh, you guys drive. Maybe I should get this thing hooked up again, Harold, and try it again. I don't know. I'm just not good at it. I don't have the reflex I used to have.
Yeah.
You guys are pretty talented. I can walk. I can chew gum.
Just
And I might even get a step or two together.
Hey, how do you know I'm not practicing there, mister?
Who?
Yeah. Colby.
Oh.
Ramsdale, Gilbert, Scott, and Mr. Wood are all on a team, huh?
I don't know, Harold. Is my lap time still on your quick time over there?
I told you you're on the
like
wrong
a fun
track.
Group of people.
You set it up on the wrong track.
Yeah,
Did that on purpose. You gave me the old racetrack, and I went
That's
faster than we're going on the new racetrack.
Well, it was the old track. Didn't have all the
Patrick,
rules.
that sounds like a fun group of people.
Yeah, but are they going to be a fun group? Put like 3 a.m. and 4 a.m.?
I don't know. As long as I can nap during 3 and 4 a.m.
I need to know about the times. I mean, I just saw a posting.
You're Saturday.
Saturday, yes, tomorrow, right?
You're no, a week.
Oh, I'll be on when we're gonna race this next Saturday. Yes, I see.
Yeah,
he's talking about the practice sessions. I saw one for tomorrow.
I think we got one for tomorrow after.
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you this. This is Harold. Practice?
Yeah,
We
right.
don't need to talk about practice. What are we talking about here? We're not talking about the race. We're not talking about the race. We're talking about practice.
Yep.
Harold don't need practice.
30 seconds left.
He's the Allen Iverson of iRacing. Okay?
Oh God.
He don't need no practice.
Oh God. He went there.
I did.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
I did.
Coming from the guy who hasn't turned a single lap on the 24-hour track.
That's true. Yeah.
We got to see that tomorrow.
What?
I want to see him turn a lap on a 24-hour course tomorrow.
Oh,
I mean, I'd be okay on the oval part, but
I'll whip the LMP past him real quick.
yeah.
I don't even know how to, like, I don't even know. Are
Turn
you
left or right?
shifting at all? I know how to turn left and right. Yes,
yeah, there's a lot of shifting.
Yeah, see, that's my problem. It's the downshifting. All right, we've made it to the middle, folks. I know we've been talking about everything else, but listen, there's only 17 cars, for crying out loud. At least give us some fun. But we're at halfway. Go ahead. Who's it sponsored by, Harold?
Oh, yeah, well, this is the back row stage break. So there you go, back row eSports stage break. And also, the event is sponsored by Elswick eSports, presenting the Magic Mile 90.
Hey, that's spelled properly.
Yes, I know.
I think there is 9 shifts.
How many?
Huh?
I think there's 9.
Oh, no. No, heck
There's
no.
what shifts?
I think there's 9 shifts.
Oh, 9 shifts in the track?
19.
19?
Yeah,
so like, learn how to understand.
You go from 5th gear to 3rd gear. That's 2.
Yeah, so you're going from 5th down to 1st in turn 1 and 2.
No, you're not. Oh, you can, but yeah. That's
2 or 1. Yeah, 2 or 1. and then you're going back to, yeah.
He said you were bowling, not driving.
Well, he's right though. It was bad. the way I had a major disconnect, and my car just went everywhere. Like I took out everything and car
like my computer just did. Kind of like my computer just did. About 10 minutes ago.
I didn't do it. Like I
Listen,
me and the computer disconnected. That's what it was.
I want to propose this. These guys that are on these chats right now that know you, Harold, need to join us for the championship race in the booth. I'm telling you right now, that would be a blast because I got to start asking some questions about. Like, listen, guys, when he talks, he's the greatest thing since sliced bread with butter and milk. Yeah. Like he's just. He's the bomb.
Andy's raced with me. I don't say I'm the best. I'm pretty good.
Andy, I'm telling you, you only hear the story.
All right,
I hear.
And Andy has smoked me on several times.
All right. Harold's better than we give him credit. We pick on him, but he's better than we say.
Oh, I'm sure he's better. I've seen
but
him
we
race.
don't let it. But we don't let him live it down when something happens. I mean, we've seen Gamer drive straight through the bus stop at Watkins Glen.
What was that?
He wanted to see if the grass was clear. That's all.
Well,
When did I do that?
he ran. No, we saw CJ do that.
CT
Oh,
game to do.
CJ. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, so
Why don't we want these people in the booth? Like, why don't they want to be in the booth with us, Harold?
I
Wait,
don't know.
I don't know.
That's,
You can handle all
that's
of us in the booth.
Colby. So,
Andy made it in.
but no, I've raced Andy. I think Andy and I, as far as all the people that I raced with, we're very competitive because we're right at the same level.
Save tires better than I do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he likes to go fast, like, sometimes too fast. Like, all right, everybody get over it. Go ahead, Andy.
I don't have 10 years of experience like you do, Harold. What do I have? 2.5?
Something like that. I just
What,
find
I got like 3.
so the long races I usually catch back up to him, and sometimes I don't know what it was. What was it? The Legends race, the first race for your USRLA.
You always bring this one up to lap the field.
Look.
That was
goes
so
back to-
fun.
He goes back to the races where he laps the field, but he doesn't talk about the ones where I lap the field and he.
I get wiped out. That's no fair.
So I'm looking at this stuff. So apparently Patrick can't behave himself because he cusses too much.
Yeah.
Caleb says that you hate him too much. That's why he can't join us in the
and
booth.
I spell his name wrong too. So
And
yeah.
you spell his name wrong. CT just probably.
He keeps calling him Cody and Colton.
Right. That's probably why he doesn't.
His name is Colby. That is not
Colby.
like Colby.
Like Colby
Right.
cheese. Yes, I know.
Right, but that's okay. Colby, he doesn't get anybody's name right.
You look at my brother. My brother calls Harold Howard Duck.
Like I said, yeah. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. I'll tell you right now. Load the freaking booth. I don't care how you talk. Let's
You got a
just
bunch
load
of
the booth.
misfits.
that's the idea. It is a bunch of misfits.
Yeah. Yep. That's awesome. I hope everybody's entertained tonight. If they're not, then you guys need to you need to just go listen to a funeral director talk.
Wow.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to
Dear
speak
folks,
of the
we've buried racing today.
Bueller.
Speaking of that,
What?
how about this 20 crap?
The what?
Mr. Knievel today.
Oh yeah, Robbie.
He died too?
Yeah, Robbie.
Little Knievel passed away.
Yeah, Robbie.
What the freak? Okay, so hold on. So we've lost in the last, 3 days. So now you're telling me Knievel's gone. We lost Lisa Marie Presley.
Mm-hmm.
We lost, Block just the other day.
That was last week. Yeah, that was
last week. But who else did we lose? Like
the other race car guy. Whatever. There's a World Rally guy that died that was not Ken Block.
I mean, what the? Listen, let's just say. Ooh, hold on.
2023 is coming out, trying to beat 2022 in week 1.
It's doing quite well. I would have to say. Kathy Joe, what time do I need to be there? I'm off tomorrow. I could certainly get there quickly.
You got a hot date over there, huh?
Upstate New York.
No.
It'll be a while for me.
If your husband is fixing food, I'm heading up there. So Robbie was only 60.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Watched him jump in Louisville, Kentucky, back in 1994.
The dude had talent. There's no doubt about it.
He was a lot smarter than Pop.
He calculated his jumps a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I think he actually calculated. I think Evil kind of went, you know what? I could do that.
He looks close enough.
Evil looked at the ramp and took two run-ups and went, okay.
Yeah,
We're
good.
going green, by the way.
We're good. Yeah, they're green right now.
It's just a canyon. Who cares? I got this.
Or a shark-filled tank of water.
It's just Snake River Gap. On a rocket bike.
Oh my gosh. 4-ish. Okay, well.
I lose to Andy a lot. That doesn't bother me none.
Do y'all have a room for me? I'll just leave tonight.
Yeah, I don't mind losing to Andy when we're racing like this, like we see right out here. I hate losing to Andy when I get wiped out in the first lap of the race.
Now,
get wiped out in the first lap of the race. Race smart.
Yep.
Right. You don't race like me, where everything is just gas and no brake.
Qualified good. That's qualify in the mess. I just start behind.
Yeah. My day is just, yeah. The legends were difficult to pass as lots, so you had to qualify well on those, otherwise you had some problems. Use the couch or the chair. There you go.
You know what? I can sleep in my Jeep now. I've got a brand new, well, not brand new, but I got a Grand Cherokee now. That's got plenty of room. Put the seats down, put a mattress in there. Yeah, I can just sit out in your driveway until it's 4-ish. Unless now, wait a minute. Unless Sonia and her man have something planned food-wise that is just as good, because they're a little closer than you are. But I mean, hey, I'm up for it. Tell me where I'm going. Unless now Augie might be
West Main Diner in Lansdale.
Hey,
We've done
I didn't think about that. We have done that.
That's a lot closer though.
Well, he's got some pancakes or something he's got to do tomorrow with their group.
So I've been invited to Mary's Kitchen, which the best, whoever bids the best breakfast, I'm there. Like I'm not, I'm what we'd call a prostitute when it comes to food, and I'm easily swayed. I don't need a lot of money to get me to go somewhere. So if you tell me this food's better, and I've had of course, oh my gosh, that was good. Harold, what do you think? Should we go tomorrow morning, or will Lori kill us? Oh, good. It's Baltimore for spring break. Well, then we're definitely getting together and eating.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. She wouldn't care to go out there, but at what time? And then we have things we gotta get ready in the fellowship hall for our event on Monday. So.
And now.
Quick clean.
What are we doing next week? What's next week? Hey, is the diner open on Monday?
I gotta be.
Brian's Diner.
I gotta be there Monday.
For Monday.
Brian's Diner. Well, Brian's not there. I don't know if the diner.
Brian won't be there on Monday. So corned beef and hash with over easy eggs. Okay.
Oh, that sounds good too. See. All right, so I have a choice now that I got Thanksgiving dinner. Sonia's not chimed in yet, so but Strawberry Kid, I can get on a plane and fly out for corned beef and hash with eggs over easy. That's good. That's actually. See, you people are getting it now. You're swaying it.
So I check it. So Kathy Joe, you telling us you've been watching us on our Sunday morning feeds? Okay.
She's been watching. I mentioned you, by the way. I think this Sunday. Didn't I mention her this Sunday, or maybe I didn't?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I usually do.
I didn't see your type in, so I didn't.
That's what she said. She missed this past Sunday, but she did the week before she was there. Yeah.
Huh. So I wonder if she actually got to see me. I only preached a few times.
I hope not. I mean, that'd be great if she did. I really hope so too. Yeah.
Whatever. All right. So 81 is continuing to stretch out a little bit over the Mr. Johnson, but this time, Tiny Horse did take a faster pair. So whatever damage he had on this car.
I don't think he's gonna spin it and crash it again this time. I just don't feel it.
Say that.
That's why I'm saying
bit, right? One little bite, they don't want to get bit again.
Kathy Joe, you shouldn't have missed last Sunday, though. It was a really good one. We did it on Joy, so if you get a chance, go back and watch it. It was everything went smoothly, don't you think, Harold? I mean, like from beginning to end, it was a really good service.
Well, we borrowed a video of how to worship from another church.
Yes. If you get time, Kathy Joe, check out last week's. You'll laugh.
I still think the Mufasa is my favorite.
I like the Mufasa as well. Although the changing light bulbs is pretty good too.
Dual light bulbs, yeah.
Dual light bulbs, yeah. Somewhere Andy's going, I have no idea what they're talking about.
It's exactly what I'm thinking over here.
How do I get in on this?
So basically, it's a husband and wife. They're showing how people put their hands while they're singing.
Like when they're worshiping, right?
So they got their hands, you got palms up like you're carrying a TV.
Yeah, you got to
carry the TV. You carry the TV. Yep, make it wider, widescreen. Make it a widescreen, big screen TV. Yeah.
And then hold my baby.
Hold my baby. Yeah, so you got hold my baby. Here's my baby. Kiss the baby, right? And then you had dueling light. To put your hands up and shake your hands like you're turning into light bulbs.
Like spirit fingers. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's
and Susie with the lead.
There's my fish. My fish was this big.
Yeah.
And then if I'm a liar,
Susie with the lead.
You've lost him. He's done, Harold.
He's like,
done.
Whatever, I don't care.
Yeah.
Tiny Horse the second.
Tiny Horse has been in second. It doesn't change. He just top three been his way the whole time.
It's right there,
Turkle
too.
Crane now. This is an interesting thing because DJ
2 seconds
Trout
in between.
is all the way back behind behind Finnegan.
Yeah, but he'll be all right.
So he's a
deep-
good
fine.
3.8 seconds behind Turkle. So
It'll be fine.
He's methodically picking back. Oh, he's got a little damage.
Wow.
That's probably why.
wow, and he
Might have kissed the wall.
he definitely cut
Kissed
that
it.
corner though. Whew.
Might
Down
be
on the
afraid of the
yellow.
wall.
He
Might be
did
a-
a lot more than kiss it. He made love to it.
Okay.
Sweet,
Wow.
sweet love.
Sweet, sweet love.
I'm
to the
just
wall.
in love.
Machine.
Uh-huh. Wow. We went there
Hey,
now.
folks, we're back. Okay. Last week we had a lot of problems. This week we got all 3 of us in the booth. We're back. It's
Still having problems, but we're hiding it.
we're still, yeah. There's still lots of issues, but oh man. By the way, we were talking earlier before we came online. If you've not checked out Star Trek: Strange New Worlds and or Picard and or
Hey, I told
What's
you
the other one?
not until Paramount Plus becomes a sponsor, okay?
I'm saying, did we get a new sponsor that I'm not knowing about here? Somebody gonna mail me a Roku or something?
it was good. I like to just talk about everything, you know.
We know food,
Worldly
The
guys.
Star Trek,
news,
everything.
you know, like, what's going on?
The news. Oh, well,
You
we
know,
live the
somebody's
news here in
somebody's
Delaware.
giving the flight plan of the president over the airways. I mean,
That's
Yeah.
not hard to figure out.
I mean,
Listen,
Black
CIA or FBI or
land
whoever's
here.
listening, yeah, it's not that hard to figure it out. If you live in
black
Delaware, you
helicopter
get it.
lands here. Black helicopter takes off and leaves here.
I can show you where they are too in Delaware.
I know there's one here in PA.
They're
So-
far frequent in I won't say the airport, but we have a small
So-
airport just south of just south of the church, actually.
what?
No, I don't want. You can't mention Harold. You're in the military.
My place, okay.
No. Summit. No, starts with an S.
Oh, that
We have-
one. Okay.
Yeah.
One here that's very close to the go-kart race shop. It flies in a circle around a certain place
Really?
and watches that certain place to make sure nobody wants to attack it.
Excellent. Don't you all
Interesting.
have an underground Pentagon up there too?
I mean, probably.
I know.
I don't know
in
these.
Maryland.
Okay, now enough government secrets, people.
Harold, poor Harold's like, I work on a base. Okay, I'm just saying, I work on a base.
But like, yeah. But like, well, I am taking some time off of work this week.
Oh,
Maybe it's a
good,
good
good.
idea.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
So I'll be going up to
We are
Hershey.
not talking to Harold Darner right now. We are not mentioning who that is. Okay, it's me and Andy. That's all.
I'll be hanging out at Hershey Lodge on Monday night and Tuesday night.
That's right.
So.
That's right. Oh, so we're not having the
No.
thing tonight.
Not
Oh.
Monday night, no. She
No
already
food
posted
on
it.
Monday?
No.
Okay. See, Kathy Joe, I'm coming up to your house. You're having leftovers and everything like that. I'm just going to call off Sunday. I'm heading to Kathy Joe's. I'll take Katie with me because she's off on Monday too, and then I'll just see everybody back on.
So do a remote Sunday from Kathy Joe's house.
There you go. I'll just
Set up a live
yeah.
stream. Just do a live stream.
Yeah.
Well,
so
he
they
did.
can have the
He
church.
kind of did that from his brother's house once.
I did do that one time. Yeah, that's right. That is true.
See, you can do it again. Perfect.
Yep. Harold's thinking, no.
Harold's thinking, RG, talking about the base.
Yeah,
He's gonna be talking about the base and food, and
Well,
he'll be eating Kathy Joe's pancakes while he's doing it.
If he could teach the tech people how to do it, then he go for it.
Oh, Katie's back. Hey, Katie, Kathy Joe was shopping when you were on earlier, so she did say hi, but now she's back, as you can see. Way up here. I'm gonna throw
Way
Kathy
back
Joe
up
under the
here.
bus. Where was that?
Back it up.
Throwing it way back.
It was before Elswick cried about. I mean,
Wow. And he says I'm the one that has an issue with him. Jeez.
I love Caleb. I don't get to throw him under the bus ever because I care about him out. But anyways, she was shopping, as you can see here when she's talking about Tiny Horse. So she apologized earlier, but it only goes up so far.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to Kathy Joe's because she's having Thanksgiving dinner. Her husband's making Thanksgiving dinner for her. We got Harold can run Sundays. It'll be fine. It'll be good. He knows it now. He didn't know it like 10 seconds ago. Hey, Josh is still in the lead, but Tiny Horse is now catching up. He's under second at point
Off the rails.
6. Oh, that's wonderful, Kate. I burned 380 calories today moving those stupid chairs at church. I mean, lovely chairs at church. That's what I meant to say.
I feel like we are way off the rails.
We've been off the rails, and I don't even think we ever started off on the right. Like, yeah. By the way, Ryan's going to catch him in probably about another 5 laps.
Think so?
I think he drove away from him.
Yeah, because they're same lap times for the most part.
Yeah, that Clark guy's Dylan Clark. He's getting close.
Oh, never mind. Ryan just hit the wall.
Somebody's hit the wall about every lap.
Well, he said he was doing it last week. He was doing it last week to kind of get his bearing.
Well, we did see in practice someone try to do the pass.
The Ross Chastain?
Oh, yeah, yes. And he ended up on the wall, driving on the top of the wall. Who was that?
I don't know, but he had all 4 tires on the outside.
I think it was the 38.
He definitely had like 2 tires up there and trying to drive the whole entire wall.
I mean, if you're gonna try it, you gotta full send.
Oh, you put it all the way in.
Oh, you gotta send
Hammer
it
down, let it go.
Send it.
You don't send it all the way.
Oh yeah, full send.
And they said that, by the way, they said they are not touching that wall. It doesn't matter what NASCAR says, they will not touch that wall. He wants to do it again, he can do it again. So.
Right, it won't be as cool.
Well,
no, it's already been done.
It's been done.
Now
once.
what he has to do is catch on fire, then slam into the wall, then come across the line
upside down on fire.
Upside down on his roof. Yeah, I mean that's going to be the race.
It's going to make everybody go up there and block that lane.
Yep.
Last lap.
But that's going to cause problems too, isn't it?
Yeah, the guy running the wall is just going to run in the back of him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which would be cool too.
Yeah, listen, burning, smashing, whatever. I just could not believe it's a heck of a move. All credit to that dude for doing it. Like he had the chutzpah to throw it in there. Why not do it?
Word.
Yep. Hershey Kisses strawberry and cream, huh?
Oh, she's killing me right now. Now I'm thinking I should have had dessert, and I'm on that 12-hour fast.
I'll be at the chocolate store at least once while I'm there, so we'll hit Chocolate World at least once.
That's the problem with fasting, by the way.
What?
You can only eat in so many times. I mean, you can drink until you pee yourself to death, but when you're eating, I mean, you eat and then 12 hours later you're eating again. So I eat at like 5:30 or 6, so I can't eat until tomorrow morning, which is good because I'm going to breakfast, but...
I'm doing 16 and 8.
16 and 8.
16 fast, 8 hours of eat.
15 minutes? 15.
No, I stop eating at 8 o'clock and I don't eat again until noon the next day.
Well, I do that every day.
Well, that's fasting.
I do that every day.
Well, that's why you look so beautiful.
It's just not on purpose.
Just not on purpose. I keep forgetting to get something.
Mine's on purpose because I got to get that my pregnancy down.
Yeah.
Mine's going up. That's the problem.
I mean, I've gotten slimmer in the mid-range, but I got to exercise.
So
too.
Joe Turkel is now in the 5th overall spot. So
yeah,
still racing.
I still say a truck can win this. I just feel like it, but
I don't think so. Now I need some help. Maybe with some caution.
You know what? You're right because it can't run as long as.
Well, apparently it looks like. So he's on 46 laps on this stint.
Yeah.
So it looks like he did not come down pit lane like everybody else did. Well, him and DJ
he pitted
Trout.
early. He pitted.
Oh, that's why he's so far ahead too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's probably thinking it out long range.
Oh yeah. probably done the math like a road course, gone from the end of the race forward. When I can race for like 25 minutes.
So you definitely hear the shifting. You can watch him here. Enter the corner, shifting down to third gear. Back up the RPMs and shifting into fourth gear there.
You guys can hear that. I can't hear that.
Can't hear.
I can see him do it.
I can see his tires are hurting.
Oh, yeah. Definitely can see that the way he's entering the corner. That right rear
he's
wants
still
to
running
go around.
31 fives, which is as fast as the other guys, so
Yep.
it's not like that's falling off a whole lot there. Josh has really run away now.
Oh, yeah.
He gone.
So there'll be one more pit stop then.
Yes, everybody should have to come down for fuel. But like Andy was saying,
Right.
they could be setting up how they want to come down, when they're coming down, what they're going to do for tires while they're down.
Run it dry so you don't have to go as far in the last run.
Yep. And then you can also mess with the weight with the fuel if you run it that far.
So Matt Kopp, as long as he stays on the
Oh,
track,
pit road.
Yep, here comes Josh down pit lane. Johnson stays out, inherits the lead.
that was only a 38 stint run.
But if his math says he can make it from here to
Come
the end of the
here,
race,
and that's,
he's
Yeah,
still pit now.
yep.
First car to pit road, first guy on brand new tires, going really, really fast. Makes some time. Stretches his lead out.
So what I was saying about Matt Kopp, at this point, he's going to win the Xfinity unless he blows up too. He's already got a two-lap lead
Two-lap
over,
lead, yeah.
over McKinney. And a 39-lap lead over Nathan Manwaring, who's been inside there for a while. All right, so he comes out right underneath Ryan Johnson.
Yep. So Johnson's got a lap on him, though.
But, of course, he'll get that back when Johnson pits.
Yep. So, like, Dylan Clark went down as well during that.
But watch how much faster Susie is right here. He's going to unlap himself before he even goes to pit road. If this is going to work for Johnson, he's going to have to pit and beat Susie off pit road. Susie's right to the back bumper.
So side by side here, the 81 should dive underneath him. That'll stick. So new leader, or actually not a new leader. He's now on the lead lap.
He's now on the lead lap, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. And I assume we'll see Dylan pop out soon and try to get his lap back the hard way, too. So now, Turkle's 54 on his truck.
Yep. He's continuing to put laps on. I think he's under the strategy that, so if I'm in the lead where he's at right now, or right, Turkle is, I'm going to keep extending it. I'm coming down until I have to, because everybody else got to pit anyway, so.
Well, he should be able to at least go to 60. And DJ's on the same thing as he's on, same interval. He's at 54, going in 55, so. It's just amazing how much they spread out.
Oh, when there's only a few cars on the racetrack, there's a lot of space.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. A lot of space here.
It's interesting to watch those cars bounce too, the way they do. Now, in the real cars, they've made some changes this year, right? Were there updates this year?
They've made slight adjustments during the course of the year last season, and they did not announce all of the changes coming out for this car this year.
Well, I'm hoping they don't turn into barbecues anymore. People nearly melt when their car's on fire.
Hopefully they take that carbon fiber from around the exhaust and they make it aluminum, something like that. Just saying.
Yeah. That was just way too many last year. Too many close calls.
It was all Kevin Harvick.
It wasn't just him.
Mostly.
It happened to him twice. Yes. All right. Here comes Tiny Horse slamming on the brakes, coming to pit road.
Hopefully he didn't get that proverbial police car
I went too
for
fast.
speeding. Yeah. That was pretty quick in the pit road there.
It sure was.
I was like, whoops, I forgot to go down. There's something I forgot to do.
Well, there you saw Dylan in front of him, so in front of Kremet, which means he's back on the lead lap 4. Got too far.
The hard way.
Yeah, he did.
Gitchell has disconnected.
Yeah, he was in there for quite a while. So Turkle comes in on 60. He waited till 60.
Well, he should be able to make it to the end with like 30-second laps. So probably, what, 50-ish laps?
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
He's got 10 laps good. So he could probably take a gallon or two out of the gas tank. He doesn't need it. Make his truck a little lighter.
I'm thinking DJ Trout has outsmarted himself.
Or he's damaged the truck enough to keep up.
Well, he hasn't. I mean, he can get a new one. So Kremet 49, along with Finnegan, and leading in the trucks at 49.
I think there's debris on the backstretch.
Oh, you think there's a water bottle or something? Maybe some padding come out?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a squirrel on the track.
Turkey.
That's after Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, that's up in New York apparently.
And this is kind of up further up the northeast side, though.
Oh, okay.
There's a wild turkey on the backstretch.
No, somebody's drinking wild turkey on the backstretch.
That's more like it.
There's a lot of people drinking wild turkey on the backstretch.
That's more like it. Yep.
But that wouldn't accomplish what we're trying to make happen.
It shouldn't. No, you're right. Kate, you want to sit down here and call the race while I go to the bathroom? Everybody wants to know that. They'd love for you to call the race.
Oh,
Talk
sure.
to Andy and make Andy laugh.
Sure, of course.
You can't make Harold laugh, but you can make Andy laugh.
Very, very
Huh?
easily.
What time are we leaving tomorrow? Well, I'm going to breakfast. I'm doing the breakfast club, and then sometime after that. Harold hadn't told me what time he's going to be there, so it doesn't matter.
When I feel like it.
He said when he feels like it. There you go.
Well, if you're going all the way to New York for breakfast.
No, I can't do that now, unfortunately. We didn't plan that out properly. If Kathy Jo would have sent me a Facebook message like, Wednesday, I could have planned it all out.
Oh, yeah, it's her fault.
He's made trips to West Virginia and back in the day, so he could do the same thing in New York. It's no different.
Well, Kathy Jo's what, 6.5 from here, maybe 7?
It was like going to Kimberly's and back in a day.
That's 4.5. I can do it. So the longest I've done down and back is roughly about 5 hours. You basically go down. It takes 5 hours to get there. You spend 2 hours eating. You shake everybody's hand, slap them on the butt, get back in the car, and then another 5 hours back home. So.
Lori and I have gone down to North Carolina and back in the same day.
Yeah, it's not fun. I mean,
It
but
sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. it does. But
no.
oh, I take that back, Harold. Remember when they were having the issues? I had to drive all the way. So I drove. I got off work, drove all the way out to Pittsburgh after getting off work, which was 5.5 hours. Picked Kimberly up, or took something to her because that was during the they were having riots and things like that. Drove all the way out there, took care of stuff, got back in the car and drove another 6 hours back home. Yeah, that was nuts. That was absolutely nuts. So I don't recommend driving the turnpike in the middle of the night and then just yeah. I drove out to Ohio when we did the trip. When did I left here and drove straight to the campground? Yikes, that was rough too.
I stopped for a 2-hour nap.
I know. I should have. Daggone it. We stopped at one of those rest stops there. It's a beautiful little rest stop right there in Ohio, and I thought, man, I'll just crank out here. Nope. I kept driving. I even stopped in Morgantown, so on the way out.
All right, so Kermit is in the lead still.
No, he hadn't pitted, so.
Yeah, because he's staying out there and everybody else is whipping around him.
He's hoping for a yellow is what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's not going to get one. There's only 12 cars on the lap.
It doesn't matter. It only takes 2.
Yeah, I hear you. They got to be close enough. They got to be close enough to hit one another.
There's 3 on the screen right now.
Yeah, they don't count. They're 3 different types, you know?
Doesn't mean nothing. One hits another one and they stop in the middle of the racetrack.
Andy, it sounds like you want them to crash.
Well,
I'm just
actually, it's not iRacing cautions, by the way.
I don't know what that means.
Okay. So there's a man sitting here, but they could just reach over and hit the button, saying, or
Oh.
tell us there's chicken on the back straight away, like the fastest chicken in the Northeast.
Fastest chicken in the Northeast? Okay.
Yeah, it just,
It just landed today.
Just
That's
like
the fastest turkey in the Northeast.
Oh, man.
So there's
Tell you
Kermit
what.
down now.
Yeah. He went 59 on his stint.
Stinted it.
He stinted it.
Woohoo!
He stinted his growth.
He stinted his growth. Wow.
Yeah. Kathy Joe says, Andy, this is not the Demolition Derby.
wouldn't that be more interesting if we get to the point a lot faster?
I'm not lying. I would turn this into a figure 8 track at a mile. That'd be
The
awesome.
Irwindale, man. That's we got to have that in the race somewhere.
You want the figure 8 in there?
We had to have it
that's
somewhere.
awful.
Yeah, there's a
I
figure
would
8 in
drive a
iRacing.
figure 8 because I suck anyway. So if I crash somebody, all
Okay.
the better.
With a jump or without a jump?
Oh, with the jump's much more fun.
Oh.
Are we policing the jump or can we go around?
No, you gotta. If we're gonna have it, you gotta hit it.
I agree.
Buses on each side.
I agree.
Keep people from jumping it because buses are there. You got to get over. You got to jump the thing.
I think we should Evel Knievel and put jumps between them.
Yeah, wow.
So you want a rally course then? Okay.
No, I just want to jump buses.
Jump buses. Okay.
I don't want to jump over buses like Evel Knievel in my 87 Monte Carlo.
Oh man, that thing weighs too much.
But it thing's 200 mile an hour.
It will, yes, but once it gets airborne, it'll go 200 miles an hour straight down.
Straight
True, it'll
down.
it'll look like a lot of evil jumps.
It will look. It will.
Might come up a little short. Might come up a little short.
Exactly. Andy's hit the fountain.
Might come up a little short.
Didn't they say Evil broke every bone in his body like twice or something?
Or at least once.
Well, based on the number of breaks he's had.
I mean, they say Travis Pastrana's broken.
Oh, he's done it. Yeah, he's broken everything. That dude's got an
But
awesome. I want to go down
I'm
to
telling
his
you,
house.
like you said, Evil Knievel was a stunt man, but I don't. Robbie's like a professional stunt. His
He
son
was a
was
jumper.
his
Yeah.
son. Like he would go, okay, we need this CC, we need this much of a ramp,
I need this
and we
jump
need
with this much angle and this much wind.
yeah. And his dad was like, go out there with a finger in the air, go, oh, we're good. Like,
Ship it.
Yeah, the
just
wind's
gonna
okay.
send it.
Press the button.
So Evil, what's your plan? We're gonna jump.
Sorry. I'm gonna go straight, and then
I'm
we're
gonna
jumping.
pin it in second gear and hope. And if it doesn't seem fast enough, well, then I'll click third.
It's like, who packed the chute? Oh, I did. It'll be fine. Chute's fine. Just shoot the rocket.
The thing is, Ken and I mean, I'm sure Ken, do you remember when he used to do the jumps on late night?
Oh, yeah.
Like he jumped the Shark Tank and his back wheel hits the rim of it and he falls in the water and about 1,000 people come rushing out to get him out of the tank.
That's the kind of stuff you want to see, man.
That was the ABC Wide World of Sports.
Wide World of Sports, yeah. We go breaking live to Caesar's Palace, where he's driven through the Las Vegas casino. He missed completely.
Yeah. He's supposed to go over the fountain. Howard Cosell here. He did not quite make it. He went into the middle one.
Cosell.
He's like, he was supposed to jump all 3 of the fountains. He made only the 2.
It turns out Evo has been grabbed halfway across.
Yeah. Evil has left the building.
So that just reminds me of Better Off Dead, the movie with John Cusack.
Yeah.
Where the 2 Japanese guys, one doesn't speak English and the other one only speaks Howard Cosell.
Yeah.
And they're freaking racing in wagons.
Yep.
Lane Meyer.
Yep.
He used to be champion. Oh. That's an 80s movie if ever there was one. Better Off Dead.
Yep.
That kid trying to get $2 for the paper.
$2. Somebody threw away a perfectly good white boy.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Yes. Yes, indeedy. Yeah.
The garbage truck goes underneath the Pullman.
The K-12.
For the first time in my life, you guys have made me feel young.
There you go. There you go. He goes, I'm going to ski the K-12. Got any advice? Go that way really fast. And when you see a tree, turn.
And don't die.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
You guys seriously made me feel young tonight.
K-12, man.
That's our plan. He's skiing the K-12 on one ski.
Just sit down and ski in the K-12.
On one ski. That's what he says.
Yep.
Isn't that what it means? Like when you ski a car, it's on 2 wheels.
Mm.
Well, I mean, but. And then there's One Crazy Summer. That was a great movie, too.
Mm. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
And we watched that last week. Oh, my gosh. I forget where I was. My daughter saw it for the first time.
Mr. Hat, it's like, Mr. Spicoli, do you have enough for everyone? Dude, get your own.
Yeah. No way, dude. You're a beep.
Oh, hey, Mr. Hand. Hey.
They told me to come here.
Mr. Spicoli.
You guys need to do a podcast.
I said that. Are you freaking kidding me? That's all I've ever asked for, and he won't give it to me.
I mean, like every week on this show is a podcast, but this, like,
wouldn't it be good? Like, I think it would be
podcast.
good.
This is hilarious.
We have followers.
You guys
I'm
just
sure they'll listen.
go on tangents. Great.
Well, that's what we're
That's
what
what we're famous for, is that.
I'm just saying, there's a race going on.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting here watching.
This guy's
Go
Josh
ahead and call
Shosty
it.
there, and there's a Johnson
Josh.
behind him, and then there's a
Yeah.
Clark, and then there's a Turkle.
Hey, look,
I know.
Turtle's got a
It's
6-second
it's like
lead.
dude,
But the gaps are like 6 seconds each.
Yes.
I know you can only see one car on the screen at a time. But
Matt-
that's what I'm saying. This is funny. This is like a podcast that listens. It's like there's a race breaking out in the background, but it's like
Yeah, it's like our podcast has got a hey guys, there's a race behind us.
Yeah, I was listening to a race and suddenly a podcast broke out.
Turkle now in the back of Mr. Kermit the Great, I should say.
All
not
of
that
our,
close, but yeah.
all of our followers are more than welcome to say they want us to start talking more about racing. That's fine. It's not like they can't see 12 cars going around.
One person did, and then he stopped racing.
And they stopped racing, so. Apparently, we're the worst ever.
Yep.
Fun. That's all that matters.
All right, so 11 minutes left. You know, we get back to things. We kick it around and talk to our people.
Let's talk about it. Okay, let's go ahead.
So we got the Turkle right there, and then Finnegan's behind him by, what, a good 6 seconds?
A week and a half, right? Week and a half.
So Matt Kopp is a whole lap ahead of Josh McKinney.
He's got a month between him and McKinney.
I think he's got it locked up. I'm gonna pick Matt Kopp to win.
So and then Josh is 3 seconds ahead of Johnson, but that's gotten eaten in a little bit, so we'll see.
Not much.
Yeah.
Now it's going the other way.
Yep. Next time we'll be overdriving them corners.
Says we are awesome. April says we're awesome. So I'm going with April. We're awesome, and everybody else can just, go fly a kite.
Suck eggs.
I'm looking at.
Suck eggs.
Yeah, I was trying to keep it clean, but there are other thoughts. I'm just saying. Just because I'm a pastor doesn't mean I don't have,
Wow.
So. Cojones?
Oh, I've got them. Go to a meeting one time. You'll find out. Maybe a little too much. A little too bitter, I think.
What kind of meeting? Like an AA meeting?
Yes, go to an AA meeting with me. That'll be fine. I don't drink, but it'll be a great meeting.
I don't drink either, but
dude, I'll stand up and go, my name's Ken.
And I'm not an alcoholic.
I've never been an alcoholic. I just wanted to come and support you guys. I just want to let you know I love you, and drinks are on me.
Yeah, exactly.
So you sit down and stand up. Guys, I've never had a beer.
Oh, no, that's not true.
I'm here with Ken.
I'm not, yeah.
Me.
Oh, that's you. And he's like, yeah, I'll buy the second round. Let's go.
Somebody loan me some more.
Wow.
We'll clear the whole thing out.
So.
Hey, Randy. Hey, Ryan, Tiny Horse Johnson is now under 3 seconds.
Hey, he gained a second.
Yeah, that's almost there you go.
Flip the switch. It's time to go. He realized that the caution flags put away.
Yeah, so he put it away.
Wow, Kremet ran a 31.05 last. 31.05, sorry.
Well, he's the guy with the freshest tires.
Freshest tires.
So I expect him to go fast.
He wants to go fast?
I want to go fast.
Whatever. There, listen, 14, this is the Strawberry Kid, I know you're listening. 14 stinking guys, right? 14 guys, and only 5 of them or 6 of them are on the lead lap. Are you kidding me? Come on, people. That's
Come
it. I'm turning
man.
Come on, man. I'm putting my steering wheel on. I'm going out there.
I'll go out there. I'll broadcast and drive.
I can't broadcast to begin with, so I'll just drive and talk, and crash and
podcast.
I'm podcast all at the same time.
Maybe you should pick one driver we can put them in the third chair, and then they got to talk and drive and talk about their strategy and listen to you guys talk about food and stuff the whole way.
Yes,
that would be hilarious. That would make for a good podcast. Your guest every week is a driver off the racetrack while they're racing.
And we'll be talking to them like, hey, so I see there that your hair.
Hey, whoa, wait. Did you mean to hit that guy?
Yeah. Hey, your mommy's calling you. She's got your milk and sandwiches. Yeah, I'm in. I'll do that. I'm telling you right now, if some of these guys that are not running right now, but they do, Patrick Anderson, I bet would do it for us. He would drive and eat and talk.
And try not to laugh.
Was that this year? When was that? Remember that kid that we used to have that would eat sandwiches and stuff like that? And I pointed it out.
That
and he
was
hit the wall
Santo.
One time.
That was that was area. Santo.
Oh man, this other place we were calling this young kid. He's
qualifying. If he eating a sandwich, he puts it down. He qualified and he whack into the wall.
He runs right into the wall. I'm like, well, maybe the sandwich should stay out of your hands there for a moment. And or the other guy's vaping. Yeah. Well, Ryan does that. Ryan Johnson, he does it. We interview him, and all you see is this giant haze going around him. It's like, Ryan, are you still there? Yeah, I'm here.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
Cloudy with a chance of race cars. Cloudy with a chance of race cars.
Oh, Ryan just tapped the wall again.
Tiny, quit hitting the wall.
He's trying to push it out.
Trying to move it that last foot.
Yeah, it needs another 3.5 inches, so he needs to
Look at
keep
Keith
pushing.
Fonseca's right on the back end of the leader.
Yep.
A lap down, but he's right there. He's right there.
You made the yellow kid come out. So he could make something happen.
You know, he could tap in. Oh, no, it's 6 minutes. Sorry.
That's what I said. It's too late. Too late.
Man. What if he slammed on the brakes and Tiny Horse went through?
That would
That'd
be
be
like
it.
Dover.
That would be
No,
exactly
actually,
like
him and Josh got
Susie.
together, and Kremet wins the race. like Kremet, so how did that work? You know, I don't know.
It landed in my lap.
Exactly. He's like
It
in
was
third.
like
He's like in
envelope.
third place, like by a whole lap almost behind, and all of a sudden they wreck, and he drives right through him.
So what you're saying is it'd be like if Fonseca won the
Yeah.
from a lap
like-
behind.
Clark,
I found my lottery ticket. It was just laying there.
5:53, and we said we got Johnson within 2 seconds now, so he is catching a little bit.
Come
Turkle
on,
and
Keith,
Finnegan's
get your
got
lap
6
back.
seconds.
I
Get your
can.
lap back,
Separate.
Keith.
Ken, I challenge you to only ask questions that are not about this race.
Oh, well, who's going to win? Josh? Josh might play along. Who's Truck?
Oh,
Turkle probably won't.
Tiny Horse would definitely would.
Oh, Ryan would. Oh, I'd be like, Ryan,
So what's for breakfast tomorrow?
when you get up tomorrow morning, what exactly do you think you'll have for breakfast? And will it be before noontime? You know.
I hope these guys are listening and they just come in here laughing.
I don't know if he does.
Well, we know when we were doing area, there were 3 drivers that would watch the broadcast on a computer.
drive.
And yeah, like a tablet was set up on the outside, just outside their purview, and they would listen.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it. I like it.
I was like,
We do. I don't know if anybody in this group listens to us or not when they drive. I'm pretty sure Ryan does, or at least he can hear us on a back, like it comes in later. But
Right. I mean, like those races, like if I race by myself, I like
DJ
that.
Trout has disconnected.
oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
He went fishing, or he's
He
been
said,
fishing.
I'm done.
Trout fishing,
He
rainbow
was the
trout fishing.
leader. He's a truck leader,
Yeah, he's right now in the points.
points leader. Yeah.
Tiny, where you going, Tiny?
Hey, but he did tell us last week. I remember in the interview, he said this was not his track. He did not like it. So
Oh, it's a flat track. This is definitely different than what they've been driving this season. I don't think we've had very many flat tracks at all.
Tiny Horse is adding like 200 down the. You guys see that? Every time off 4, he goes to the pit wall.
yeah, but Josh is still matching his times though. They're identical times.
I know it's just funny if you watch Tiny Horse. He's adding like 400 feet on the front straightaway. He's in the entire front straightaway because he's sideways trying to drive this thing. Like on the limit.
So 3:40 left.
Hey, we gonna get a new winner? Matt Kopp, a new winner.
Yes.
Oh, there you go. That's somebody new to talk to.
Yeah, it's
mean,
it's not Garrett.
If we talked to Matt, it was very
True.
early on, but I don't. Yeah,
It's
it's
in
definitely
Xfinity's
not
with Garrett Seidner though.
the whole time.
All but one race.
2
one.
races, I think.
Well, this one now, yeah.
This will be the second
This will be
one.
the third.
Will it?
I think so.
I don't know. You know what? I got 3 minutes. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back, folks. I'm sorry you got to deal with them for 3 minutes, but I'll be right back.
I don't know how to feel about that.
So
Tiny Horse is gaining.
Corey Herrigs has won 1, and Josh McKinney has won 1.
And
Seidner
Matt
has-
Kopp won one.
And this would be Cop would be 1. So yeah, because Garrett Seidner has 13 wins
In 15 races.
in 15 races. Yep. And this will be
Nah,
nice.
this guy's tearing it up.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't feel like racing tonight?
I don't know. Do you not know, but I know the Xfinity Series is definitely hurting on their car counts. So 210 now, and somebody in the wall. That's
A 7
Jeff
car just looked like he
Ramsdale.
blew a tire.
That's Jeff Ramsdale. I heard him hit hard, pretty hard here.
Look at the damage on the right front. It looked like he went into turn 1 like with a flat tire. Very possible with a minute and a half left.
Straight into the wall.
Tire.
Well, if he cut a tire, he'd been already in the wall again. Because he's right on the back. I think he just misjudged the corner.
Maybe just locked up. Locked the front tire up.
Oh!
And now he got some help.
Yeah, he has some help there.
He might have got nerfed on that one.
The number 38 said, "You're in my way, son. You need to move."
He just gave him a 38 special.
130 left here.
Ryan was giving the 38 special. Taco Bell. Get out of the way.
How you doing? Everybody okay? Good. That's great.
No, you missed it.
What did I miss? I didn't miss anything.
You missed the whole action of the race.
Yep. Tiny Horse decided.
Tiny Horse booted Ramsdale.
Boom.
And I mean booted him.
Get out of the way.
Would that be why Jeff Ramsdale is in the pits right now?
Well, he kind of hit the wall first away and got hit again.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Something. 42 seconds now. They'll probably
2 to
get
go.
another lap here.
2 to go. Unless he wants to slow way down to try to make it
I'm
one
glad I
lap.
could make it back for the close finishes that are happening right now.
I mean, Tiny Horse is in the same screen.
He is in the same screen, I'll give you that. But, I mean, Finnegan's riding like a week behind, and then Matt Kopp is literally got a month between him and McKinney. So,
So Susie should be coming back to white here. The white flag is out to the leader. So 1 lap to go. 81 in the front. There's the final lap. Sent by Wendigo Studios. At least that's working.
I heard
So
this guy.
This is definitely like a fuel strategy, like wait as long as you can to have the fresh tires at the end type deal.
Is it?
Well, yeah, because we saw Johnson go way further than Susie.
Yeah, but
So Josh takes the checkered flag for the Cup Series. Now down to Mr. Turkle.
I think I'm going to turn my ATVO timing and scoring off. There we go.
I don't think you need it.
No, I can't do either.
Turkle to the finish line here. And so we go back to Mr. Matt Kopp as he rounds the corner. And he's already crossed. So everybody across the 3 winners.
Even though these races are boring, they're still important points. I mean, undershadow that, but they're still important for points. Every race matters for points.
Merit Double Trouble race recap for the Elswick eSports presents the Magic Mile. And Josh, your overall winner, 1 stage break caution. Look at 7 and 16 there on the end of pit lane together. 17 drivers, and Josh with the fastest lap of 34.73.
Who was Ramsdale trying to hit? Oh my God.
There's our results for the split decision triple threat at Elswick eSports. So Susie wins, Johnson second, Clark, then Kremet, Fonseca, Bo Ross, Jeff Ramsdale, and Michael Gitchell. And our Xfinity now. Moving there.
3, Matt Kopp, Josh McKinney, and Nate Manwaring. Look how close that was.
Yep. And the final.
That's you, Andy. I don't know if you knew that.
Joe Turkle with the win. Chris Finnegan on in second. Then Richard Crane, Kevin Gary, Kevin Garoni, and Jay Trout.
DJ
wrapping it up.
Them. So trying to figure we can get everybody in here. So
Party in the pits.
yeah. What person I see so far
Turkle.
is Joe Turkle, and I'm looking for Kopp and
I think Horse is
Josh.
down there. Wait.
Boom, there's a boom. Yep, there's Turkle and Kopp and Josh. All right, so Let's go with, since we got Matt Kopp here, let me back him up a lap there.
Keep load up.
There we go. We'll put him on
Celebrated.
that. There we go. And we can hit that, and then we can do this. All right, so we have the number 22 puts himself in the victory lane during the second race in the playoffs. First win of the season for Matt Kopp.
How's it going?
Hey, Matt. How was your race tonight, Matt?
It was fun, kind of nerve-wracking, but had a good time. It's always good to cross the stripe P1. Not many cars out there tonight, but I think I figured out how to beat Sidnor, and that's him not showing up.
Hey, dude, however you have to do it, that's what you got to do. And you did a fine job of it too, Matt. I just want to point that out. Great job. But no, it was. I'm sure you had fun out there tonight, right?
Oh yeah, it was a good time. My teammate Nate, he had some pedal problems. That's why he couldn't finish the race. So hate that for him because I think he had this one locked up. He was faster than me, but all in all, we had a good night. So
cool.
Pretty happy with the finish.
Well, do either of the other guys in the booth have anything we'd like to say to Matt?
Oh, you can get him in giving his congratulatory to the people that give him that cool little paint scheme there.
There you go. Go ahead and give some shout outs.
Well, I actually painted that car, but Fuquay Chrysler, my teammate Nate, works there. He sponsored some races. Tonight's race sponsor, Elswick eSports, my boss team, Elswick eSports. So shout out to those guys.
He's a good guy, that Elswick guy. I like him. Harold, has problems with him, but I like the guy. I like the guy. Well, Matt, I'm so glad you won. I really am. A great job tonight, and so I guess we'll see you next week, and maybe you win again, and we're talking to you next week.
I sure hope so. I know it's road course, Watkins Glen. I'm not the best, but we'll give it our best and see where we can finish.
Just keep it on the blacktop. You'll be fine. You'll do just fine. All right. Thanks so much, Matt. Have a great rest of your night.
All right, you guys too. Have a good one.
Who's up next?
Moving on. We can go up now to Mr. Turkle. We'll pull him in here. So we'll switch him up.
We talked to him before, yeah.
Yeah, we have. All right. So the number 15, Joe Turkle, wins here at New Hampshire.
How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you doing tonight? I mean, you're in victory lane. I think the trucks who had the most vehicles out there, Harold? Was it a tie between the trucks and the big boys? But you guys put on a show tonight. You always have. More. Did they? Okay. But the trucks have put on the best shows all year long, I think. So talk about your truck, Joe. How was it tonight?
Well, the thing was amazing. I had to run. I don't know if you guys noticed, and I'm sure you did. I was running such an odd line, but that was the fastest I could get around it, and it saved tires, and it worked out.
Andy
it was a handful.
Yeah, Andy actually mentioned, he goes, well, he's doing something with his tires, and Harold says, yeah, you can tell by the way he's entering in. So yeah, those two did it. I was probably talking about food at the time, Joe, but I'll give those two guys credit because they drive these things. They know these things a lot better. I'm just here to, lend a voice, I guess.
You're the entertainer. Come on.
I'm the entertainer. Okay. So, but however, we did talk about this. I can say, fuel strategy. Did you play one out tonight, or was it just you already had an idea of what you were going to do?
You mean as far as the break, the stage?
Yeah, the stages and all of that when you pitted and all.
Well, I run it out until just run it straight up. I mean, whenever I had to pit as far as fuel goes. I was kind of playing a mind game with DJ as far as that stage, but I didn't know it was going to work out the way it did as far as because we got on the lead lap, then the guys that didn't get the wave around ended up getting their lap back under the stage. So, but I was just seeing what he would do as far as if he was going to pit or if he was going to stay behind me, and he stayed with me. So I was just kind of messing around with him. It ended up working out for me in the end. I don't know what happened to him, but we had a good truck all night. So
that's awesome. Well, again, we have talked to you before, so you have won this year, which is awesome as well. But this, is, of course, is a time that you give the shout outs and how you doing and everything else to those that support you on the truck.
of course, I want to thank you guys, thank the admins, my wife, my kids, thank Josh McKinney, my teammate. Yeah, I mean, just lots of thanks.
All right, man. Well, thanks again for stopping by and for a great job on winning. And hopefully we'll talk to you next week when you're at the Glen.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
Oh, all right. That's confidence. Confidence. All right. We'll switch him on up here. All right. Going to pull Josh into the booth here. So tonight's overall winner, the number 81 in that Exalta Superman 81. The master setup guy, Josh Susi.
How's it going, Harold?
Pretty good. I mean, you brought the Exalta. You know, I don't know if you remember, because we haven't had you up here but like once, I think, this season. But you know, we had an issue. We had when we first took you guys over last year. It's like every car had an Exalta on it, and I know Ken was like, "I live next to the plant. I don't want to see that anymore."
Did I mention that? Maybe I might have said that. I was just going to ask you. I was just going to ask you, Josh, how you got such a great picture of me on the side of the car like that. I mean, I do look pretty good, I must say.
I visited the plant and I saw you, so I took a little picture.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah. So, good job tonight. Had a great car. Any super strategy you were working, or was it just run it till it got dry, went in, got tires, gas, and went back out again? What did you do tonight?
Just really trying to regulate my pace over Ryan and save as much tire as I could. I'm not sure if you noticed, but I really didn't try to utilize the third lane throughout the corners. That just put extra stress on the tires, and especially on corner exits. So I really try to utilize using the middle line and letting the car roll, braking a little early, and just trying to be easy on the right front and the right rear on exit. And yeah, once we got in our window, I think I waited like about another 10 laps just to be super sure I can make it on fuel, and rolled the dice at pit. And Ryan gave me a scare there with 8 lap fresher tires. I really didn't think he was going to make up that much ground, but thankfully we kind of stabilized the last 6 or 7 laps or so.
Yeah, I think he was like 1.7 behind when he finished and everything. So it's funny you ask if we noticed. If you listen to the broadcast later, you might recognize that we might not have noticed that you were using the third lane. There's a lot of conversation tonight that I led that might not be considered race centric, but we love the guy. I mean, you know, I'm just saying. Anyways, I don't want to get myself in any deeper trouble, but so we did notice that Ryan got within 1.7 was the final, and then I mean, you just kind of regulated like you said, you ran a great race from beginning to end. Nothing seemed to kind of sway. Next week's the Glen. What are you thinking about that? How you feeling?
Pretty pumped for the Glen, man, but really your focus needs to be, and I'm sure it's no surprise, but on Dylan Clark. That dude's just he's an animal at the road courses, and I'm thankful I have him on my Daytona 24 team, but I've been running a ton of road course racing the last month, so I've been trying to get better. I think I've closed the gap between the two of us, but man, he's just an animal on the road courses. So
he is an absolute beast. You're right.
He is. I mean, I know I won last year in my one-off race, and you know, he even gave me a run for the money in the Xfinity car. So we're going to be in equal equipment now, and I fully expect to be chasing him, if not all the race, most of the race.
That's probably true. Well, of course, this is the part, not that you're not aware, but this is the part where you get to do your shout out. So go ahead and let them rip.
Yeah, just everyone on Turtle Shell, man. And I know our fields have been shrieking here at the end of the year. The guys not in the points, not showing up and whatnot. But everyone that does show up, you know, it means a lot. It's great to see. I know it doesn't give you guys quite as much to talk about smaller fields, but we have a lot of green flag racing. So, thank you to them and all the other admins doing the work behind the scenes and making sure we finish out as best we can. And appreciate you guys broadcasting. And, we try to put on the best show that we can. And my number one fan, Betsy, down in turn 1, it kind of comes from another league, but she was up there rooting for me, and she was good luck tonight.
There you go. There you go. Well, we do somehow figure out a way to fill time, so it's okay. It's good. But hey, Josh,
I'm not worried about that.
I know. Thanks so much. I appreciate you, man. Good luck next week, and we're gonna look forward to a battle between you and that young driver that likes to tear things up, Dylan Clark. So have a great night, man.
You too. Thank you.
All right, bro.
All right, so that ends this week here in New Hampshire. Moving over to New York next week at the Glen. Each of us have had different experiences on the Glen, either racing in road courses, on a council, whichever, but we all know das Boot well there. So it'll be kind of interesting to call the race there. Road courses are very different here on iRacing with broadcasting. A lot of turns, a lot of things to cover. We'll do our best trying to hit to it. Hopefully, Andy will figure out whatever's wrong with his machine, because I had mine last week, so we can have another camera angle on there. So it would be nice to have that extra cam.
Das bus stop cam.
Yeah, das boot it. Yeah, so definitely going to be interesting. No cautions at all, except for the stage break, I believe.
Stage break, yeah. Yep.
So other than that, that's how they'll be racing to be halfway through. 3 weeks remaining in the season. So, guys, that's how it goes. And hopefully we get the rest of these guys out here fighting for their championships in their respective divisions. So if you guys got anything,
I've said about everything you can today. So what do you got, Andy? Anything exciting?
Catch everybody next week, Watkins Glen, and then I have our Saturday for next week.
Yep. The 24 hours of Daytona will be our next Saturday event. Probably see if I'll have to do a trial run instead of what I didn't do last year. Last year, and Andy and Colby have already mentioned it during the broadcast. I had a hiccup with my computer, since my computer usually does broadcasts. I didn't do a good test on it, and when I went to broadcast, the computer went to like nothing, and I was bowling for dominoes.
About the bus stop on the back stretch.
It was pretty good. So, all right. Well,
believe the comment was made. Park it. Don't go green.
Yeah. Oh crap! I should have got out of that car and I didn't. But all right, guys, and so we'll be heading out to New York. And until then, we'll see you at the next turn.
See you guys.
What an exciting race brought to you by One to Go Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Thank you to all our sponsors, drivers, and viewers. We'll see you at the next turn.